like, that was right when I probably got out, probably like months later in 2015 or something like that. He had died, and that just like made me want to like dedicate everything to him. Like, that's who this wristband R.P. Kendrick too. The police had killed him, but yeah, that just made me want to just go hard for him, bro. Yeah,
Okay, so you start recording,
yeah.
and are you are you dissing your enemies during some of your early stuff, or does that come a little bit later?
I always been a diss rapper. Like, even when I was recording on the phone, like niggas I was into it with, I always been like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, it just like got to a point where I wasn't getting views like 100,000. Like, I was like getting like 1,000 views, 500 views at first. Then I wasn't picking up views and steam. I dropped my first real video. It's called Coming Up with me and like two of my other friends. They got like 300K, 400K. That one I was like, oh yeah, it's lit. I could like turn up for real.
Right, you're talking about Stunt and Los.
Yeah, stunning lows. Yup, free stunt. Yup.
Okay, so you put that out, and now you're actually getting, you're performing in clubs to a little bit of buzz in the city, and now it almost looks like, okay, I can probably do this seriously.
Yep, I was performing like everywhere. Any team party in Jacksonville, I was performing up for free. Coming in 100 deep, we turning up. Yep.
Okay, and the next song was Reach the Top.
Yep. Yep, me and my little cousin TJ, RP TJ, yep. And that hit like 700K. That damn near hit a mill, and that was one of them songs, like, we were just in the moment with that song. Like, we didn't even know it was gonna do that many views. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just hit.
Okay, and I think that same year you put out Dirty Six with Soldier K.
That was before that, I think. Cause we put out two versions of that. We put out one before. There was like, the video was so trash. Then we redid it with I think Ethan, who shoot like Young Dolph them videos. We did one with him. That's the one we kept up.
Okay, and I mean, at the time, were you the only person that was rapping about dead people in your city?
Yeah, I kind of like started that wave in my city. I started that wave in my city, and everybody just ran with it.
And I guess you were shooting some of the music videos in cemeteries?
I shot some at cemeteries. I shot some like in my hood. Like, I was shooting videos everywhere.
I mean, you got shot because you were dissing somebody that was dead, right?
Yeah.
Then after that, you started rapping about dead people.
I was rapping about it before then, but it just, somebody actually died. Like, somebody died, so they was like, you know what I'm saying? They was butt hurt about it, you know. So that was like the karma, the instant karma.
And I mean, you see this in Chicago somewhat,
Yeah,
but generally in hip hop, this is kind of a new thing.
yeah.
Most people really don't rap about dead people. Like,
Who you telling?
this is a taboo, essentially. But you kind of made your name off of it in a way.
Yep, in a way. But I'm really talented for real. Like, I actually had like songs that like Reach the Top wasn't no diss song. Like Dirty Sticks wasn't no diss song. But you could like Coming Up, that was kind of like a diss. But you get what I'm saying? I was talented and I could rap. And like, it wasn't like I was just dropping trash ass songs dissing people. They like, oh, he could rap. Like, he dissing, but he could rap for real, you know? Yeah.
Okay, so you keep dropping songs, and you drop Just Talk.
Just Talk. Yeah, that was one of my favorite songs.
Then you dropped Feel It.
That was the one that did it. That was like my first million views.
Yeah, you got 1.4 million views on YouTube.
Yeah, that was my first time hitting a million views.
Was that around the time you ended up moving to Atlanta?
Nah, I moved to Atlanta like 2018, 2019.
Okay, that's like a year later.
Yeah, I think Philly was like 2017. Yup. Yup.
Okay, so why move to Atlanta?
Uh, this like this is like when Say Cheese made the first Florida list, right? I ain't know nobody knew about me. Like, I ain't know I had a follow. This follow when I had like 10, 15,000 followers on Instagram. So Say Cheese posted that first Florida list and I was on it. So when he posted it, a lot of labels went to reaching out to me. Alamo, 300, like a lot of people went to reaching out to me. So I'm like, damn, I'm getting harassed by the police in Jacksonville. People already want to kill me. My best bet is to move to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And try to network, be in studios, be around more artists, you know? That was like my best bet, and I went with it, and it worked out good.
Okay, so you moved to Atlanta,
Yeah.
and you end up hooking up with Zaytoven.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's one of the big talents out there.
Definitely. OG.
OG. I mean, from the Bay, like me.
Yeah.
I've interviewed him a couple times. This is the guy behind Gucci. This is the guy behind a lot of Future's early stuff. Pretty much everyone in Atlanta ends up fucking with Zaytoven at some point in their career.
Definitely.
And you guys actually do a project together.
Whole project. Yep.
Okay, how did that feel to do a whole project with like a legendary producer like Zaytoven?
Bro, I ain't gonna cap. It was so real to the point it felt like fake. Like, I'm like, damn, I'm really with Zay, like, and while I'm with him, all these famous people popping up to the studio, like, I'm seeing all these people, like, he hooking me up with all these people. I'm like, damn, like, Zay a real one, like, we probably did, like, we did so many songs to the point we could have did, like, 2 projects, like, 2-3 projects, you know? Like, yeah, I got major love for Zay. He took me on tour with him. I did, like, probably, like, 5-6 shows with him. He took me on tour, like, he just showed mad love, like, that's why I always got love for Zay, yeah.
Okay, and then 2018, that was like the year that things really started to take off for you.
What did I really can't remember what I dropped in 2018, yeah.
Well, you put out Crooks.
Oh, yep, that was my biggest song at that time, matter of fact. That was my biggest song.
Okay, and then you did Slide.
Yep, that was the Slide remix. Yeah, that was when I was like picking up steam, cause I wasn't really dropping on World Star then. And then I went to dropping on World Star for the first time, and like everything went to picking up, like my views, my following, and everything. Yeah.
Right, I think you dropped Voodoo right around that time also.
Voodoo was after, yep.
Was after. Okay, so now you got this project with Zaytoven. You got a bunch of songs that are getting millions of views.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does it feel to come, you moved to a whole different city, whole different state.
Yeah.
After grinding for so long, you got a project with Zaytoven, and you got a bunch of songs that are getting millions of views.
Yeah, like, it was like a relief. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great, but I'm looking at, like, all these artists on Instagram. I'm like, damn, he doing this, he doing that. I could do that shit too. I need to do this. I need to do that. So it just put me like in a like grind mode. Like, I'm like, I gotta grind hard. Like, I'm like, I gotta grind harder.
Okay, is the money starting to come at this point?
Money was coming, but it wasn't really like a lot. Like I wasn't signing no label. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everything I'm getting is like all me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I probably had like 70,000 followers. Yeah, like 70, 80,000 followers. So I had got a blue check on Instagram. So yeah.
Okay, is there a reason why at that time you didn't sign any labels? Because, like you say, I mean, people were already calling, and now you actually have, more so than just a Say Cheese shout out. I mean, now you actually have songs, and now you have projects, and you got Zaytoven behind you. Like, why not sign with someone and just get a big upfront check like a lot of artists do?
Because it was like, I was like just looking at everything that was going on around me, and the contracts I was getting wasn't that good. Like, I had an entertainment lawyer, and every time I send it to him, he read it up, we go over, he like, man, they trying to keep your masters for like 20 years, and I'm like, what? Nah, they ain't that. We can't do that. Like, ain't nothing. And I wasn't no buzzing artist. Like, I was doing good, but I wasn't a buzzing artist. So, the labels, you gotta like either already have a lot of numbers, or you gotta like, like for them to really negotiate with you, and they wasn't like, some of them, they wasn't trying to negotiate what I wanted. So I just waited it out.
Okay, so you're building your career, things are doing well, but back home in Florida, there was the whole beef that was kind of brewing with you and your people and Young and Ace and his people.
Yeah.
And a bunch of shit started happening around that. Now, in terms of your relationship with Young and Ace, did you guys know each other? And what was the whole, like the reason behind all the craziness that was happening?
I don't know. I ain't really like me and him was always mutual. Like, it wasn't no fuck you, and it wasn't like we cool, like we was mutual. You get what I'm saying? Like, we used to hang around some of the same people. Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of your crew names, Young and Ace is ATK, you're KTA, right?
Nah, my label ESPN. It's like ESPN, but it's a 6 with an SS, so it's E6PN.
Okay, so what's KTA?
That's something the internet came up with, bro. Like the internet,
Okay.
like that's why it's so messed up. Like I had made a song or something like that, and I said it like probably like one time, and the internet just ran with it, and it was something. It was something totally different.
Well, you had a cousin, Zion Brown.
Yeah, I got him on my stomach tattooed.
19 years old, a man stormed into a house and shot him to death.
Yeah,
The guy that was arrested was a guy named DeAndre Thomas.
yeah.
Did you know DeAndre?
No, I ain't know, bro.
Okay.
I ain't know, bro, like that.
When you heard about the murder, how'd you feel?
I was crushed, cause it's like I could have saved him, like I could have like, cause I was like on the phone with him, like he called me, he was like, "Big cuz," cause that's my cousin, you know what I'm saying? He like, "Cuz, let me come to Daytona with you. I'm trying to come to Daytona." I was mad at him for a dumbass reason, like I straight told him, "No, bro, you can't come with me. Like, I don't fuck with you right now." Hung up on him. That night he died, so that shit fucked my head up. I'm like, damn, holding grudges with niggas like that shit ain't like that shit like crushed me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So basically, in your mind, you're thinking if you had just let him come with you and you just let bygones be bygones and it was some little petty shit anyways, he would have possibly lived.
Yeah, see, I'm a Gemini. I take shit to the heart, like when so like little fuck shit happen, like, and I had to get past that little stage in my life. Like I can't hold grudges no more. Like, yeah, that one situation that showed me.
Well, after that happened, not to say that one thing had anything to do with the other, because I'm not going to put that out there.
Yeah.
But Young and Ace got shot 8 times, and then his brother died, and then some other people got shot.
Yeah,
Like I said, I'm not saying it had anything to do with the other situation at all. But now you kind of have this aura of, all these shootings, all these murders, and it's just, the whole Florida scene, the Jacksonville scene is just a mess right now.
Mm-hmm.
When that started to happen, how did you feel about it all?
I really ain't too much. See, I'm from the north side. They from where they from, so I really ain't too much care. Like, not to be like on some. I just really ain't really, literally. I just ain't care, like, cause I was already going through so much stuff. Like, I'm like, man, I don't give a. Hey, if he in my hood or something that's going on with me, fuck whoever ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was feeling.
Well, after Young and Ace gets shot and his brother gets killed, you wore a T-shirt that said "Rest in Piss 23"
Yeah,
with a picture of him on the shirt.
yeah.
Okay. Why do that?
It was just like if you ain't with my hood, fuck you. Like it was just like it was just a lot of like talking and like undercover shit, like a lot of shit being said. So I ain't the type, like I'm a bold person. I'm gonna put a name on anything I say. You know what I'm saying? Like people that do tit for tat, sneak this, and so when I do something, I'm gonna go all the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I went all the way and I addressed it. Yeah.
Okay. So now things are getting even crazier. Now, your girlfriend gets shot at one point?
Y'all my ex.
Your ex.
Yeah.
This is I'm probably mispronouncing it, Bouban Baby?
Yeah. I don't want to speak about her. Cause that shit like 4 relationships ago on. But yeah though, that shit happened.
Okay. So your girlfriend gets shot.
Yeah.
So things are just getting insane, essentially. Now, are you just posted up in Atlanta, or are you going back and forth to Jacksonville?
I had been moved back from Jacksonville. Moved back to Jacksonville like probably like months before that. I was like in Jacksonville like damn near every other day. You know?
Okay. But most of your success came from Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
From that move.
Yeah.
Why leave the area